took care of a couple of things. I want to come back on and get these vlogs out the way. The news about Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. I'm gonna make sure y'all hearing me. You know how we do. Then we're gonna get to it like only we can, you know. Let's make sure you're hearing us. Make sure you hear us. You know, we want to make sure you hear us. Once I know you can hear me good and the soundboard is working, I'm going to get to cooking on a nice topic. Ties in with boxing. You know, we want to make sure, because like I said, I don't know, for some particular reason, sometimes just you know, the microphone be coming off a little low, they be saying. Toby, salute. How am I sounding, Toby? Am I loud, low? You hear the soundboard? Let me know, man. Very low. Yeah, see, all right, hold on. Let me play around with this. This I don't know, man. For whatever reasons now, right? You know, for various reasons. How about now? You know, I think since I started stepping the game up, right? Let me go right here. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? How's that? Better, okay, right? Still better, Toll? No. What about now? What about now? Still low, man. I think I'm still low. What about now? What about now? What about now? Nah. We go right here. See, this soundboard is real tricky. You know, the soundboard is very tricky. It's very confusing. Going back to quiet. Yeah, all right, man. You play around. Hold on. I think that has to do with this, man. It has a lot to do with this. Quiet. See now. So I don't like the soundboard, man. Mike, I don't never have this problem with the mic, but I like the soundboard effects like this. The soundboard is sounding good though. It's just its headset, man. It's the headset. I don't know. It comes off so low. It really comes off low. But, you know, we'll make it do what it do, man. I might have to scream like these other guys, right? But as long as y'all are hearing me a little bit, you know, as long as y'all can hear me somewhat, man. All right. So I want to talk about crab in the bucket mentality. Sorry if I'm a little low. I want to say shout out to my guy Troy Isley is on that card next week, March 2nd. Yeah, I don't know, so this soundboard has
One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. See, now it's better, but I turned the soundboard off. One, two, one, two. See, now it's better, but I turned the soundboard.
Soundboard gives us that radio vibe, but the soundboard's not working. We got to do what we got to do. So you know what? Since I see the soundboard is malfunctioning, the hate is real. All right, no soundboard for this.
Right? I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me loud and clear now. I will not have the special effects going. How about now, Tob? I should be good now, though, Tob. I just turned everything off. There's no soundboard effects, so you won't get the laughter. You won't get all the good stuff that I like to give you guys, right? But I should be sounding crystal clear right now. This is the news by Shanewz. Appreciate that, Tob. You get the executive producer credit. No soundboard, so I can't give you the round of applause, but I can clap my own hands. There you go. Woo, 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 woo. You got the manual soundboard. That is me. But I want to talk about like this whole crab in the bucket mentality with this boxing, right? You see that especially on this YTC, right? Guys are I get this with boxing, period. But I'm YouTube. It trickles down to YouTube too. But a lot of people in boxing move the same way, right? And I think it's like one of the only sports. And it's sad that it's like that because this is supposed to be the fighting business, the hurt business. But dudes be so petty. They have that crab in the bucket mentality. They have stab you in the back type ish, hating, like guys, and this shit goes on in my own gym, right? I told you I was gonna start doing this because that's where I'm at with it in the game. I'm just calling people out, man. If you're fake and you move fake around me, I'm calling the shit out from now on, right? So if you know somebody that's doing something, right, and you are in the game doing the same that they're doing, but they're doing it at a higher frequency than you, but yet you choose not to acknowledge that they're doing it, right? You're a sucker, number one. You have a crab in a bucket mentality, number two. And you see this far too often in boxing. Now I talked about this because last week, man, and I'm gonna publish some more of my stuff, right? But last week I published a lot of stuff, but I dished out a lot of stuff. And I seen people from my own gym liking my stuff. But then when I posted it, they didn't like it. And I was like, damn, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. I see this with people that do content. No stats. That's why you see the new slang for the source now is leaders of the pack also have the stats. Jealous ass haters only talk smack. A lot of these YTC guys only can talk smack because they have no stats. But yet, guys that have stats, photography, interviews, fight coverage, shit like that. You will not acknowledge it. You try to ignore it, but yet you sit online and you gossip, you speculate, because that's all YTC is, man. There's some insiders on here, but majority of these guys come on here, they speculate, especially these guys that claim to be important because of who they are on the YTC. What do? They speculate. They're speculators, right? I myself, I'm not a speculator. I view myself more as an insider. And I want to say salute to WCS for saying that early on my chat. I just took a little bite of something out. But we gotta get away from that crab in the bucket mentality. And myself personally, right? Once you show me that you have any of those type of traits in you, I don't want you around me. I don't want to do nothing with you. I don't, I just don't. That's a wicked energy, right? And not only is it a wicked energy, it's a demonic energy, right? I say that to say this, right? Troy Osley, my guy, right? Another guy who's they're grooming him to be a world champion, middleweight world champion one day, right? He's fighting March 2nd in Verona, New York. The first time I ever interviewed him in person was on a Verona, New York fight card, right? And so I hit him up, man. I reposted this fight. I was like, yo, time to transform, Troy. Because I remember interviewing him there that first time, man. Shout out to him and his team. He's with Bomac and them now. So all those guys is going to be in town. Bomac, Saul, those are his trainers now. But I remember interviewing him the first time ever in Verona, New York. Maybe about 3 years ago now. Time is flying, right? And since then, we have, stayed in contact. I follow his career. Like I said, he's one of Jihad's stablemates. He's under the J Prince boxing banner. And I, put up a post. And he instantly reposted it. See, that's the difference between people that are builders and people that are crabs, right? And I'm bringing this up because this is a professional prize fighter who's about to fight next week on TV. Has been fighting underneath the bright lights. Reposted something of mine, my work, where I have guys, right, that I know personally that are in the gym that I cover, that I highlight kids from. They do not do this. Some of them don't even want to like or acknowledge my work, but yet you will acknowledge it or like it when somebody else posts it, especially my photos now. Because like I said, you guys are exposed. It's 2024. You can't hide it no more. A lot of my photos, because I'm quality over quantity. My frames are all over the game, right? But I see you guys liking my shit. But then when I post it with my stamp on, you don't like it. You have a crab in the bucket mentality. A crab in the bucket mentality, and it's sad. And it's sickening. And I'm too real to be fake. That's why I come on here and I speak on a lot of things. And I speak on these things because I don't want that energy around me. I don't want that energy around me. I watch guys come on here and try to be content creators. They cover absolutely nothing. They speak on your work but won't speak on you. Right? The only reason you know some of these things is because I report these things, or others that actually are in the field report these things. But yet you will not acknowledge us, or you will act like you didn't watch that from us or get that from us. You're a crab. You're a crumb coward, to say the least. Toby says, let me get to some of these comments. He said they're trying to strike gold on YouTube. Facts. So you know that, man. It's sad though, man. These dudes are all frauds, man. They frauds, man. Some of the biggest YouTubers, right, are frauds, man. They move like busters. That's how you know they're not really getting no money, bro. They're not getting no money. They're not really networking. Because how do you be successful at something that's free? YouTube is free, bro. You know how easy it is to go viral, right? You know how easy it is to gain online popularity. All it takes is sharing the content. Sharing the content. I was telling my brother this behind the scenes, right? I was like, I don't fuck with a lot of people no more. But I said, yo, they expose themselves. But I was like, yo, they'll tell you how big you are. I was like, social, you can't hide. They can't hide it on social media. I was like, all you got to do is get your shit together in real life. In real life. Now, what I mean in real life is like whatever you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to be a writer, start writing, right? Just write. Get you some articles or write a book or books or whatever you're doing. Write. Get your material and then start flooding it, right? You know, try to get your articles published. Publish your own shit. Find a website that publishes, literature and stuff like that. Start publishing your stuff, right? Now, other writers or people that's into that, once you start putting your stuff out, if that's what they do, if they're readers, they like to read articles, and they don't acknowledge your work, you're exposing them now. Because how are you into something, and now I have the actual work documents, but yet you don't acknowledge it, like it, support it, nothing. You're a hater. You're a crab, right? So that's what I said, right? Last year, this time, well, I came back on, but like last January to the end of January to almost the end of February, I basically shut down from social media. And I was, putting together my plan for the upcoming year, how I was going to come at it, right? I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pile up work, whether it's photography, because now I had good cameras. I had 2 good Canon cameras. I had my lenses. I was getting all my shit together. I said, you know what? I'm going to start taking this serious, real serious as far as the photography. I was like, I'm going to get better frames, right? I'm going to learn my camera a lot better, more. And once I start piling up all the work, I'm going to learn how to edit my pictures better. And once I get all that going, I'm going to just start flooding the same way I did. I remember WCS put me on to watermarks, right? And I got my watermark game on with Jackal Fitness. I flooded it everywhere. That's how I said I was going to do it now with the work. So we had, 3 fights last year, right? 3. We had one in April. Then we had the fight in July. Then I covered another event. Give or take, sometime the Tiafimo event when Tiafimo fought Johnson. I covered Edgar Berlanga when he fought in Manhattan. So I had piled up a lot of content, as well as the content that I was getting in the gym, like shooting the kids and Jihad and Marlon on them. So I had all of this stuff on the hard drive on my disk. Coach Reem, CEO Nasaya, they started teaching me how to do things with TikTok and other editing software, right? I started getting better at editing my own pictures. Boom, what I do, I just started flooding the internet with great. But yet the people who claim to be fans of this type of stuff, boxing, videography, photography, and all that, they tried to ignore it. They act like I wasn't doing what I was doing. Meanwhile, like I said, I remember when I used to just always be on my phone, guys would always try to critique everything that I did when it pertained to jihad, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. But I used to always say to myself, like, damn, bro, all of you quote unquote supporters and fake fans always are trying to tell me how to do me. Oh, yo, you should have did this. You could have did that. You should have did that. Meanwhile, when I look at what you got going on and what I got going on, you're telling me how to do what I'm doing, but you're not even doing nothing. Crab in the bucket mentality. But I was like, you know what? Thank you for the advice. I take heed to it. Now, like I said, I'm a my photos have been all over Salas Boxing, Jamel Herring, Troy Isley, Abdullah Mason, Cashflow Diaz. I could just run off names, right? That have actually shared or, you know, put out my actual photography that I own. That's mine, right? But when I go back to what the drop that I use, when my man said, shout out to my guy from Queens. He said, how many people you know that you grew up with never shared nothing, never liked nothing you did? I had the same thing, right? How many of these guys that idol worship guys like Earl Spence, idol worship all these guys that have used my stuff, my actual content, but yet you guys, when it comes to me, and I'm doing this for two reasons right now. I want to say shout out to World Combat Sports. I watched his live earlier. I got in there late, but whenever I get in a live late, I always play it back. WCS started his live off early, one of his lives he did today, and he bigged me up. He bigged me up, and I know that ate a lot of you guys up. And I know it's going to eat a lot of you guys up that are over there that listen to that. He bigged me up because he knows, right? I know WSCS for some years now. We worked in the field together. We still continue to work in the field, but he remembers me starting up. He remembers he told me about watermarks and even gave me one of my best cameras, told me about different lenses and all of that, right? But he was there from the growth as the media marketing agent, what I am now. But he was there from the Jackal Fitness days to now. And I heard him speaking on these things and speaking on how now my children are involved. Young CEO Nasaya and Coach Reen, the young publicist. This was the vision board, and it's unfolding, right? But you don't see people acknowledge that all the time. You don't. They like I was speaking with somebody else. They acknowledge it, they just can't give it up. And what they do? They try to be crab in the buckets. Like I watch some haters, because I watch everybody. That's my job as a media marketing agent. I watch bum ass niggas, part of my friends, bums, right? That have nothing going on in boxing and life, period. Want to act like they're doing something relevant in boxing, speculating and gossiping about boxing. Meanwhile, somebody like me who it's gonna come out. I'm not even gonna speak on it because it's signed, sealed, and delivered. Jihad Tucker is fighting. I know the opponent already. I know the date. They're gonna announce all of this. I found out yesterday when he found out. But when it comes out, I knew already. And that's why a lot of times when I speak on boxing, and I be like, man, you niggas is on here talking about fight dates and this, that, and the third, listening to guys that know absolutely nothing. Fighters know months before they're going to fight. Fighters, their teams, their handlers, whether the managers, the matchmakers, they send them out. The matchmakers, this is how the process basically goes, right? They will send you an opponent for a possible date. You say yes or no. After you say no, depending on if they like you or not, they might try to get you another opponent. If you say yes, it's up. That's when they will. All right, you like this guy. Well, all right, you can fight him. Now they're gonna put the terms and everything together. You guys really don't need to know all that side of the game, but just know what I just broke down to you. When they send you an opponent, it's on the fighter, his team, whoever. Like, okay, yeah, we'll take this guy. Boom. Then the next thing you're gonna get, like I said, this is over you guys' ball field. It'll probably be like, the terms, the contract, everything, yada yada, the agreed upon weight, the ring, the gloves, shit like that, right? The logistics, how much you're gonna get paid, shit like that, man. But like I said, that's way over a lot of you guys' frequency. Because you know, you listen to guys that come on here and say, sign a contract. What contract? What contract? So you, in order for it to be a contract, there has to be terms first. You have to agree to terms. These niggas be always screaming a contract. How can you have a contract if you don't have the terms? Sign the contract. Crab in the bucket, motherfuckers, man. Shout out to WCS. I don't know when you got in here, WCS. I don't have my soundboard on, but I'll clap it up for yourself. Woo, 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 woo. You know, I'm doing my own soundboard today. Appreciate those good words in your live earlier, man. You know, solid live too, man. Yeah, you're a funny guy, man. You're one of the, yeah, I'm gonna give you your flowers back, WCS, so you're still in here. Yo, you had me crying. I'm walking my dog, doing what I do, getting my cardio in for the day, but I'm listening to you, right? You had me dying. You said, the Olympic diver, Greg Louganis, right? Man, me and Daffy out there walking. Daffy probably looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you laughing at? Why are you laughing? I didn't do nothing funny, but yeah, you said that shit. That homeboy took a dive, and that's what he did, man. He, I'm gonna speak on it because I heard somebody else speak on. He took a dive, man. Like, come on, he wasn't even getting beat up like that, right? To the point where he got crunched out like that in the 6th round. Like, come on, man, come on. And see, a lot of times when us guys like WCS and myself, guys that actually cover fights, we say these things. The powers that be, they get mad at us, man. They get mad at us. That's, if you notice, I kind of turned it down a lot now, as far as like coming on here and exposing shit, saying guys suck and he's not like that, because they get mad, man. I understand. That's all entertainment. That's why I always say, man, I'm not a jealous gimmick, man. A lot of you guys are crab in the buckets, jealous gimmicks, man. And you be mad at the real deals, man. I'm a real deal, bro. Anybody that's ever been around me, covering fights, doing media work, they will tell you. Like last week, I interviewed my guy, Shushu Carrington's father. Yo, Champ 5 was right there, right? Others was watching and listening as the interview that I conducted with Shushu's father, right? One guy pulled me to the side after the interview. Champ 5 said it right there, live in the flesh. He was like, man, that was a good interview. To Shushu's dad. Shushu said, nah, those questions were good. Another guy pulled me to the side. I was like, yo, did you prepare that? I was like, nah, that's my man. I was like, it's easy. I said, when you actually know somebody and you know their story, and I'm giving him his flowers, but I'm interviewing him, but I'm acknowledging him. Like I said, that interview, I was acknowledging him. Like, I watched this man from Brownsville, from the same place where Zab Judah, Riddick Bowe, Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson's from. I watched this guy have his son from the amateurs to the pros take these steps. So when I was talking to him, interviewing him, I was giving him his flowers, but I was telling him like, yo, bro, from one father to another, I watched you. Salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, give these people that don't know you, that don't know your story, what I know. The vision is a reality now. But I watched you sacrifice, because that's what real fathers do, right? They sacrifice, for their children, to put their children in position. I watched this man go to the gym, from the amateurs, travel, amateur tournaments, to now his son is on that big stage. So that I didn't have to write those questions down. I didn't have to, pre-produce that. That just came off because it was like, I know their story, and I covered. We wasn't on that card with him, but we've been on a couple cards with Shushu. I remember we was on a call with them in Newark. We all took pictures, and we talked about that behind the scenes. Like, man, remember the amateur tournaments now? Look, you guys are on stage, doing press conferences. This shit is real now. And that was like maybe 2 years ago we did that one. But this time, like, I knew. And look, Shushu had one of the best performances last Friday. Stole the show. And Top Rank stole my shit. Brownsville Bully. Because they heard me in there running with that Brownsville. Never ran, never will. The Brownsville Bully. They love that, man. Top Rank, man. You guys know what it is, man. Y'all steal a lot of sauce. Then you don't want to acknowledge me. But you do. You know, salute to y'all. Y'all acknowledge me. Y'all let me work, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me my press credentials and all that, right? Y'all let me rock and roll now, man. Because y'all know y'all be stealing a lot of sauce too, man. Y'all be stealing sauce. You know what I'm saying? And running with it. All the Brown, who was saying that? Shalom was saying that? Brownsville? They never ran over Will. Brownsville Bully? Oh, we got to use that. We got to use that on our IG. We got to use that before he does. We got to use that. That's how these guys be moving. But unlike the crab in the buckets, right? At least Top Rank, Matchroom, and these other companies, they give you your acknowledgement. They give you your flowers. You YouTubers, you content creators do nothing of the such. You sit on here and try to downplay stats and acknowledgments, and meanwhile, you guys don't got shit going on. Fucking crabs in the bucket. Yes, he said Jones business is a family business. That's why you get the hate. Appreciate that, Toe. Woo, 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 woo! You know, doing my own soundboard, man. Doing my own soundboard. You know what I could do? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me try this, right? I'm gonna try something, y'all. Boom. Now, I turned the soundboard back on. Do you hear the soundboard? Did you guys hear the soundboard? Yes or no? Hopefully, y'all heard the soundboard. The soundboard is back on. I don't have the microphone on. I don't have the microphone on, but hopefully the soundboard is on. If the soundboard is on, let me know if you hear the crows. Yeah, it's low. That is cause the the is low. I turned it back on, man. I'm just, you know what it is, man. I'm about to upgrade. I'm gonna get me a bigger one now, man. That's all. It's time. It's time to get a bigger one. The big one.
It is time to get a big one. Hopefully I'm loud and clear now, man. Hopefully I'm loud and clear now. I turned the soundboard back on. I'm gonna get a big one, man. I'm gonna get a bigger soundboard. I turned it back on. Hopefully you guys are hearing the soundboard loud and clear. I want to give WCS a round of applause. I want to give Toby Baller a round of applause. Real distinguished gentlemen, right? Real gentlemen, right? That's what real gentlemen do. Real gentlemen are builders. I want to give a round of applause to my Wise Owl connection. Real official gentlemen in the game, right? These guys are real hitters. Right? These are guys like I said. Shout out to my Wise Owl connection, right? Um, these brothers I met, and unbeknownst to me, they're hitters, man. They are hitters in the game. And they like what I do, and the rest is up, man. So a lot of times when you see a lot of fighters that I interview, whether Charles Conwell is a Wise Owl boxing fighter. as well as D'Angelo Russell. No, D'Angelo Evans. Shout out to D'Angelo Russell. That is the basketball player. But D'Angelo Muscle Evans. Um, yeah, he says quiet. Hopefully it's background. This goddamn soundboard. This shit is. I'm gonna get a bigger one, man. Cause not for nothing, I should be getting a check. Um, I should be getting a check from YouTube. I had a good month. So with that check, that's what I do. The checks that I make off of my YouTube, I put back into the company. So I'm gonna be getting a little check, and I'm definitely gonna invest into a bigger sound. Now that I had this one, I played around with it a lot. Learned a little bit. I'm gonna definitely invest into a bigger one, much bigger, larger one. Toby said I'm low. Man, it's this soundboard, man. It's this soundboard. It has a Fortunately, the powers that be, they see that I got it going on now. As far as the media marketing agent, even the blog. Like I said, a lot of people are checking out my content. Professional people, because that's what I really matters to. I'm not into crabs. Crab is going to be a crab. Like I told my guy WCS, I said, yo, these guys can't trick me out my spot. They have absolutely nothing going on. I take breaks from work. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking a break. Because after I wrap this live up, I'm going to drop another, I'm going to piece together some more content. Because, I still have all my Bam Bam. Me and Bam Bam got some fire stuff, right? And I wanna drop the Bam Bam.
I intend on dropping my Bam Bam content, right? I have um me and Bam, Bam is my guy, man. That's my nephew. Whenever I'm in the gym with him, especially Coach Reed, he's always underneath me. So I have a lot of good content with him. I have a lot of good frames with him too. If you're on the page, you see the frames. I got some fire frames with him, but now I have a lot of good actual videos of him putting it down, right? Let me pull that up for y'all so y'all can see some of the frames of young Bam. He has a mean three. He throws a nice little check hook. He's probably gonna get suspended from school a lot, They'll be getting those phone calls like, yes, Jose jumped on. they're gonna be getting those calls. They're gonna be like, Jose jumped on. Because that's his real name, Jose. His real name is Jose. They're gonna be like, Jose Tucker, Mrs. Tucker. They're gonna be like, Mrs. Tucker, yeah, you're gonna have to come get Jose. He jumped on Bradley. He jumped on him. They were arguing over the crayon box, and Jose put three-piece combination on him. Very quick. Thank you, Toe. Thank you for that. They're going like, yes, Jose put a three-piece on him. Kids normally don't do those type of things. I don't know. What is he watching anything at home? Is he watching anything that is violent? But yes, Jose, my nephew. Look, let's show him. I think I got him up here. That's Troy Isley with the repost. What I told you. Look, see, real players do real things, man. Shout out to all those guys that's on that card as well. Here we go, right here. Look, That is the home. Look at that frame right there. Look, that's a black and white. That's Abdullah Mason and his older brother. Shout out to Mason Brother Boxing. Look at that one right there. That is Jihad busting that man upside his head. Clear as day. Jihad's joint is a little blurry, but just look at this rival right here. Bust him right upside his head. And look at that. Look at my patch. Y'all see my patch on there? Let me know if y'all see my patch, my name. Once again, there's my name again, Jihad. Square on his forehead. That is me on the heavy bag. That is Bam right there. Me showing Bam. You know, keeping the family business alive, you know. Passing on the traits. passing on the traits right there, you know what I mean? Yes, Bam gonna be Josh Say's gonna be tearing guys up, man. That's my nephew, man. You know, that is my nephew, man. His three pieces deadly, man. And he got a mean uppercut. Look, I'm gonna show you his uppercut game, right? Now, when Floyd Mayweather, shout out to Floyd, much Floyd and them are more successful than us. So, you know, when the young Floyd's, what is that? That's his grandson, NBA young boy son, you know, he does something, it goes viral, right? Well, let me show you Josh said, right? Let me show you my nephew doing the same thing, but probably even nicer, right? Probably even a little nicer. Like I said, Josh says he watches his brothers. He's watching Jihad and Marley, and when he puts his combinations together, right? He's doing what he sees them do. He's doing the moves, right? Yeah, he does the Mike Tyson, right? Because that's what he watches, Mike Tyson. He studies Mike Tyson video. So he's doing the bobbing and the weaving. He's doing the Joe Frazier. He's doing all of these things. These are facts. Because these are clips that he's studying. And he's watching his brother, Marley and Jihad. Well, when I tell Bam, right, I'm gonna throw the video up real quick. I'll be like, break it down, Bam, break it down, right? I'll tell him to break it down. Yeah, he breaks it down. Let me go to the video. I'm gonna find the video and play it for y'all. I'll be like, break it down, Bam, break them down. Yeah, break them down. He bends down and brings it up. Let's see, which one is it? It's all here, man. I'm just not gonna let the music play because a lot of these videos have music on them. Here it is right here. Look, here it is. I don't think this has, hopefully this doesn't have the music, man. If it has the music, I'm gonna have to mute it, y'all. Now, hopefully y'all caught that. Hopefully y'all caught that. Did you see how Bam, right? Bam is hilarious, man. Bam gets busy, right? But you see how he knows my camera. He knows the camera, man. He knows where the shooter's at. Did you see how he was looking for the camera? Yeah, did you see how look, he be in tune with me, man. That's my nephew. He be into with me. He knew the camera was on. You see how he knew the camera was on? Bam is ready for the bright lights already, man. He knew the camera was on, man. But man, his three, and his footwork is good already, man. I can't wait to get the calls, from my sister and my brother. Like, yeah, Josh say, he jumped on the kid. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen, man. He's a young warrior, man. Warriors, at times, especially him, he's a young baby warrior. So he's going to have those battles growing up as a kid. As you get older, right, as a warrior, you tend to know how to diffuse things different. But when you're young and you're a young warrior, you only know one way. And, Jase knows the warrior way right now. And guys are going to find that out the hard way. They're going to find those combinations touching their chin, And shout out to young Jase, man. He said, so does Joe. He said, hold on, let me get to the comments. I see you, so hold on. Let me get to your comment, man. He says, so does Joe Dini. He's always looking for the camera, too. Oh, man, Joe is, man. I got a whole nother Joe Dini Chronicles. You know why I stopped it, right? Because I seen other content creators, Vulture Entertainment type of niggas, was trying to run with my stuff. Like, bro, do your own thing. You're killing the brand, bro. You're not a part of this, man. You don't even acknowledge it. You're not a part of it. You're running around doing greaseball shit, bro. That's why I just paused from pumping out a lot of Joe Dini stuff, because guys were killing his brand, But I got some fire Joe Dini. I got a video with Joe Dini and Ring Girl, right? Where she took a picture with him. I got the video. And then Joe Dini said, man, she said I smell good, right? Because last time you was smelling like wine. Too bad I don't got my I don't have my my soundboard on. I would hit the laughter emoji. Last time he was smelling like wine. Because remember the last time we was fighting on the card and we was staying at the hotel and Joe already had his he's like Bundini. Remember, Bundini was a drinker, right? Bundini was a drinker for Ali. Remember the Ali documentary or the movie? Bundini was getting twisted. That's Joe Dini. Joe Dini likes to have his wine and stuff. Yes. WCS though. I think go on WCS's channel. WCS got a great interview with Joe Dini. And I think Joe Dini was a little under the influence. But check that out on Combat. Combat, if you got the link to that, post the link, man. Post the link in the chat, man. Combat got an interview with him. And from that same event that I'm talking about, when he was smelling like wine, and Ring Girl told him he was smelling like wine. Well, she didn't say he was smelling like this time she said he smelled better because he was clean. He was clean last time, but he was drinking, man. He's, Joe likes his wine, man. He likes his wine. And, we listen, Combat will tell you when fight weeks at the Stewart Hotel, man, we had it good, man. We had it good. We was in suites and we was living a good life. Even myself, I was drinking, but I at those times, I know when to drink. I would drink, after hours, after I got all the work done, as far as like interviews and doing what I had to do as Team Tucker Media Marketing Agent. Yeah, then I was on the penthouse suites with with my drink of choice, maybe rum chata with some Remy or Henny, or the Don P's and stuff like that. Yeah, me too. But I no longer go that route. But then I would, because I remember Joe on the balcony with me. I had at that time, I think I might have had the Remy Martin out there on the deck. And I also had Don Julio. Yes, I had the Don Julio that night. Tequila. We was sitting out on my balcony. I had a balcony too. My daughters was in their sleep. It was adult hour time. And me and Joe was just overlooking, our view, right? Having a drink or two and, The vision. This is the vision, man. The hard work. And we talked about all that. Then the next night, Jahad went out there and smashed something out. I believe that was the night. Shout out to DeAndre Smith. That's when Jahad stopped DeAndre Smith. And then, man, that night, yeah, we really turned it up. We really turned it up after that fight. I remember that. That was good times, man. Now I no longer do that. You know how I turned it up after Jahad's victories? Welch's grape, sparkling Welch's grape. I had a good Welch's grape in Toulouse. I was about to say Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. We was at the Hard Rock Casino, man. That's when I knew I knew I was good, man. When I was at a casino, do you know how much alcohol is around the casinos? 24/7, wide open alcohol. You go down to the floors, right? Yeah, you can literally sit at a slot machine, right? Because I watch guys do this shit all the time, whether it's the MGM Grand, any of these casinos, right? Yeah, you can literally sit at a goddamn slot machine, and then they'll come over there and serve you a drink, man. When I was able to be in the casino I was there for about 4 or 5 days, man. And I didn't, binge off or get me nothing to drink. Because at the MGM Grand I did. I'm not even gonna hold you. When we was at Vegas, I had stopped drinking then, right? I was chilling, right? But I relapsed in Vegas, man. We was chilling in Vegas. Yo, me and Marley, Marley was 10 years old at the time. Yo, Marley had crashed out, right? Marley crashed out, right? I was like, all right, Marley's good. He's straight. Yeah, I went right down to the floors, man. Vegas is wide open, man. Not only for those that fuck with Vegas know about Vegas. Vegas is literally the wild, wild west. Liquor stores stay open out there all day long. You can literally go into a CVS or a Walgreens and get a bottle of liquor, right? So Marley had crashed out. I'm in the MGM Grands, man. We living a life, man, right? I go down to man, Vegas is Vegas, man. A lot of action, man. A lot of action, man. I had a big boy Benz. Come on, man. Yo, I had a big body Benz, 600, man. Look at the wheels. I'm riding up and down the Las Vegas Strip, doing my thing, man. I'm doing my thing, man. Feeling good, man. So yeah, I seen the liquor store. I was like, yo, I know I said I wasn't gonna drink, right? Wanna got me a bottle, man, and chilled. You know what I'm saying? But I knew once I didn't do that in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I knew I was straight, man. I knew I was straight because Tulsa, Oklahoma casinos, man. You can get into a lot of mischief in these places, man. If you're not a strong-minded individual, man, it's easy. Especially Vegas, man. Vegas, man, it'll do it to you, man. Yo, Joe Dini, right? When they got locked into the bubble, right? The bubble was cool because after the bubble was open, it's wide open. Then we could move around, right? So after the bubble was done, Jahad won that fight. That's when he hit my man with I called him, remember the Hannibal Lecter, the liver punch. Man, we ran around Vegas. We went to Jahad won an In-N-Out burger. That's the West Coast shit. So we went to In-N-Out burger. We got our burgers, our shakes, and all that. I got Joe his big bottle of wine, right? We chilling. We all chilling. I was like, man, I'm kicking it with Joe in his room, right? And Joe's room, right? His room sucked. So, that's why he wanted me and Marley's room, right? Because me and Marley had the ill view, right? Our view overlooked the strip. We seen the Las Vegas Strip. That's what really made me dumb out, man. That's why I dumbed out and got me a bottle and was chilling because my view, I'm overlooking the strip. I see the Las Vegas Strip. I see the crosswalk where you could walk over the Las Vegas Boulevard. I had a nice view, right? So that's what I was doing, right? When I got my bottle, I was just sitting there in my lounge, you know what I'm saying? Just overlooking Vegas, taking it all in, sipping on my martinis and all that shit. Like, yeah, we made it, man. Look at me now. You know what I'm saying? Joe's room, right? I went in there with Joe after the fight. Because after the fight, you know, the bubble restriction shit is off, so you can move around. Yeah, I went in his room. I'm like, no wonder you wanted me in Marley's room, man. You got the fucking, you're looking at the fucking airport. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're watching planes coming and going. This is a bullshit view over here. Yeah, I had one drink with him over here, right? I was like, yo, I'm out of here, guy. I was like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm going back to my room, man. I was like, yo, your view sucks, man. I was like, this ain't the view over here, man. But shout out to Joe, man. And that's that. Look, matter of fact, look, real receipts over here. Look, these are the receipts, right? We all be on the same floor. We all be on the same floor. Look, here's a receipt for y'all, man. So y'all can share it in the source moment right here. This is an actual receipt right here. This was the MGM grant right here.
But then being loyal, God always bless people who are very loyal.
Yes. Salute, man. Once again, man, this is Jackal Fitness with the champ, Richard Comey. Havoc in the building as always.
We are in the hurt business.
Hey, you know the vibes, man. Thank you, Richard. Yo, congratulations. Bless.
Stop the Jackson Marinas, dude. We was all on that card together in Vegas. Quick another backstory on that. I flew out there with them because I got out, you know how my job is, right? They always be trying to deny my days, right? So I had to fly out. Jihad and them was already out there. They was out there previously, finishing off camp. So I had to fly out a day late. Well, I should have been out there Tuesday to Sunday, but I didn't get approved, so I had to fly Wednesday. But look how God works it out. Wednesday when I flew out with Richard Comey, Dre, Gary Starks, and all of them. So it was cool. And then we all flew home together that Sunday morning. Dope times, man. It's a little insight, backstory, and stuff. The news by Shanewz. And one thing about those guys, man, good guys, no crab in a bucket mentality. Shout out to Dre, Havoc in the building. We are in the hurt business. Richard Comey, stand-up guy. I went from covering that guy, remember, real talk, covering him. Because I was Jackal Fitness, the reporter, when he fought Teofimo Lopez and got stopped at the IBF, to being on the same card and the same floor, working the same fights with him at the MGM Grand in the bubble. These are facts. So never lose sight of your vision and your vision board. Stay locked in and stay focused on that. It'll happen for you. Now, I had to talk some good things because I didn't want that crab in the bucket mentality to linger on. I did. But remove yourself from people like that. If people have those type of vibes, continue to do what you do and just distance yourself away from them and then front on them. You know how you front on them? Continue to keep doing what you're doing. Because one thing about success, right? Success is steps, right? But when you are succeeding, they cannot deny that. They can't. They cannot deny that. And success will always show because you're growing. And one thing about growing, you're glowing. And when you're glowing, trust it. Even though they don't acknowledge it, they is knowing. The news by Shanewz, that rhyme. I'm going to wrap this up. Salute to WCS and Toby, everybody in here. I think, I'm done for the day, man. This is about 4 hours of blogging. I want to go to Wingstop, man. While I got the crib right now, what time is it? My kids are at the library, right? Oh, they should be coming home soon. God damn it. God damn it. But I'm still going to run to Wingstop. Give me some wings. 2 different. I'll get a dry rub and a Parmesan garlic, extra crispy. You got to tell them extra crispy, man. To me, Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't really have to tell them that. But Wingstop, you got to tell them because, like, Wingstop, they don't really, I like a good fried wing, Like, to me, Wingstop, They don't fry it hard enough. That's why I be like extra crispy. When you be like extra crispy, they get it right. You know, you don't have to tell Buffalo Wild Wings that. Buffalo Wild Wings is better, but they don't have, Buffalo Wild Wings gotta zest it back up, man. Get the flavors back. I like their Caribbean jerk, but I can make my own jerk, and then mango habanero. But I'm not in a hot mood today. I'm in a Parmesan garlic mood and a nice lemon pepper dry rub. It's Sunday, and Daffy will get the leftovers. We do feed our dog well over here. That's why you see Daffy is very healthy looking, nice hound. Unfortunately, when the weather breaks a lot better, Daffy will be rolling more. But right now, the weather is not too nice. I don't like her getting mud in the car. But when you get the dry season, it's hot. You see in the videos, Daffy always rolls. She's in the back. She's moving with us as a unit. But hopefully you guys dug my sauce. One thing I'm going to say, I'm going to close it. I got to close with the positivity. Don't be a crab in the bucket, because when you have that crab in the bucket mentality, you're only blocking your own blessings. Not only are you blocking your own blessings, you never know what bridges you're burning. I know a lot of guys that talk shit about me behind my back. Now they wish they didn't. Now they wish they didn't. But look at them. Look at some of these guys. Some of these guys that lied on me, that talked about me. Look what they got going on in media. We'll just say media. Nothing else, because I know a lot of other things they can't even touch that I do. But media, what do they got going on other than coming on here and talking boxing, speculating boxing, and connecting with other crab in the buckets, right? You notice how all the crab in the buckets, right, on this YouTube, all of them, it's a lot of them. Mr. No Views, right? When it comes to media, my views shit on them all. Put them all together. Put all the crab in the buckets, all in their bucket. My media views puts them to shame. Yes, media views, right? Now, I'm talking media views, right? Shout out to Toby. Toby said Daffy is in great condition. Shop family business. Yes, Daffy is, man. She put in the work right now. So she hears you, but she doesn't. She's right here at my feet, because I'm in the living room. I'm chilling. She's right here at my feet, laying down. We took a nice walk. I did about 5 miles. Man. We did our regular walk, but then I walked all, like, my block. My block that my home is on is 3 miles long. If I walk from one end of it to the other end, it's 3 miles. So we did our normal walk around the school, and like that, down to to the tracks and all that. But then I walked my entire block. I walked the entire block. So we did about 5 miles today, man. And that's why Daffy's in here comfortable. I ain't about to shut down. I'm gonna place my order. So all I gotta do is go roll up there and pick it up, and come back and watch The Last Avatar, the new Netflix series. I'm gonna binge watch some of those episodes. It's only about 9. I'll knock out a couple, because I don't think I'm gonna read that much today. I did a lot of reading yesterday. Today, it was more so blogging. I got 4 hours of blogging in. So now the people can see that I did a 4-hour live stream. Very, very informative, to say the least. I think this one was informative. I shared some insider stories a little bit, right? Talked a little bit about boxing, right? Then I did give you guys a little bit of insight on, how fights are set up. As far as, like, you get the offer of an opponent, yay, nay, Hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? Everybody be good. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay positive, too, man. Remove the negativity out your circle. And just stun on people, man. Stun on them, man. Stun on them. Because one thing about growth and prosperity, right? See, these guys can never come on here and do these things, right? Yo, listen, they can't do these things. Look, I could come on here and do these things, and I was doing these things for years and years now, but I always could come on here and do stuff like this. This is 4 years and running of great memories. Look at this. Look.
Yo, this is the real Mr. ESPN right here. You know the vibes. Yes.
Yes. You're missing a few members, but you already know Team Stay Strong.
Yeah.
Shout out my man Jackal.
Yes.
Big Apex in New York. My son right here.
Yes, yes. Screw you. Yo, victory. It's a celebration,
Yeah.
bitches. You know the vibes. Yeah. Yo, we in Vegas.
You know the fucking
Vegas. Yeah. Uncle Jay, cousin Mike.
Uncle Jay, cousin Mike.
You know the
Shout
vibes.
out ESPN, shout out Top Rank, shout out Alvina.
That's
shout
right.
out all my supporters, everybody, man. I love all y'all, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw you. Yeah. Look at the team. The team.
We was in Vegas, man. See, that's why I turned up, man. Look at Vegas, man. And that's Vegas during the bubble. That's when it was like kind of restricted. It was the bubble, man. You see, we had the mask on. It's no longer restricted now, man. That was then. Look, this is now, man. Great memories, though, man. Great memories. That was then. Look, that was then. This is now, man. Great memories, man. You know, great memories.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Yo, the news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know?
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Missy girl.
Hey. Thank you.